Hello, guys. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today TV. Some fortnights ago, the Northerners took to social media. They took to the streets to protest against the insecurity in a bedeviling that region. A lot happened. One or two of the conveners were brought in for friendly chats, according to her, of which she had to retract and even encourage others to back down. That didn't end well because a whole lot of the convener decided to come en masse and insisted that they must have their way. And what is their way? They want safety for the northern region, and not just that, they even beckon on the southern Nigeria to also join in this protest. As we speak, it looks like they have decided to make do with their promise, and also the security forces have also decided to do what they've been mandated to do. But before we go into the news proper, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Well, according to the report, the the protesters who wielded placards converged on cover Soro roundabout, the Emir's Palace. Operatives of the Department of State Services, that's DSS, and the Nigerian Police Force have driven protesters off the streets of Katsina. The protesters, predominantly youths, had trooped to the streets to register their grievances over the spate of bringing down of citizens in the state and other parts of the country. The protesters, who wielded placards, converged on Kofa Soros roundabout, the Emir's Palace. Addressing the pool of protesters, Comrade Bishi Dauda Sabuwa Ongwa, the National Secretary of Muya Talaka Voice of the Masses, one of the conveners for the protest, told journalists that the protest was planned to draw the attention of the government to take the right step towards addressing the degenerating and dilapidating challenge of insecurity in the north and the country as a whole. Today, nobody is safe. Even those living in the cities, we are all aware of all the things going on in Katsina State. The Commissioner of Science and Technology, Dr. Kaba Nasser, was also brought down, which shows that even those living in the cities are not safe. Many are still held in captivity in kidnappers' dens. Many are already brought down. You cannot even travel from Katsina to Sokoto through GBR Road due to the activities of kidnappers. Today, we even have parallel government run by bandits warlords in some parts of the country. So we want to draw the attention of the government to do the needful as we join our brothers and sisters protesting all over the country, he said. He also noted that the strategy used by the security agent had failed, as they always wait for the attack only to be on the defensive side, saying there was the need to take this whole battle to the enemy's doorstep, having known where they are. Another protester, Jamila Abbas, said, as a mother and a wife, women are at the receiving end of these consequences of insecurity. The bringing down of citizens in the north are on the increase, and it affects even the security agents themselves. Therefore, there is need on the part of the government to be more proactive in tackling the menace, she said. However, the police and the DSS operatives eventually arrived, dispersed the peaceful protesters and the protesters well. The state police spokesperson, Gambo Issa, could not be reached to comment on why security operatives stopped the peaceful protest. Just some days ago, one of the conveners of the similar protest in Kano backed down after an invitation from the DSS. All right, you have heard what is going on. They're now asking and pleading that the government of the day should do something about this. It's becoming rather rampant. I could also remember that as soon as that went viral, Omoyele Sowore, the one-time presidential aspirant, also said he's going to join his voice in solidarity to ensure that their voices are heard in the southern part of Nigeria. Having also heard the one of the conveners beckoning on the southern Nigerians to also join their voices on the level of the increase of insecurity, not just in the north but also all over Nigeria. Of course, it was not long after the media and publicity spokesperson to the president, Gabashew, had to come on and plead with Nigeria and say, look, the president have us in his prayers. Okay, he's have what in his thought. He's doing all he can to ensure that there is peace in not too distant time. There will be peace and tranquility. That he's not actually sleeping. He's doing something about it, and he's saying that that's one of the reasons why he's insisting, or they want their Western allies to go ahead, join forces with them so they can proscribe bandits internationally, proscribe the indigenous people of Biafra, proscribe and other persons, and I think other groups he mentioned in the Boko Haram, yes, that so that they can frustrate their funders. That when they frustrate their funders, it will be easier for them to be stopped. But the question is, let's tell ourselves the truth and call a spade a spade. We've seen bandits, they rarely travel outside the country. Okay, some persons say, but they get funded somehow. They're always in the bushes. And Shekume severally has said that somehow he's always the one negotiating, mediating between the kidnapped and the kidnapper, which means that he has a way of meeting with them. And according to Shagume, who he made it known in national television, China's national television, where he said that even the security person, the government knows where they're staying, and the government knows where the bandits are hiding. So why are we still waiting on the defensive? We should be going on the offensive so that lives and security, lives and properties will be secured. Judging the fact that already there's a limit, there's a thin line, there's a limit to what Nigerians can take. One of the regions that have been absorbing this insecurity so much, probably because the people ruling are their kings and kingsmen, it's the north. They've been the one feeding it the most. The level of insecurity now is beginning to come bit by bit to the elite. Just fairly recently, one of the, I think, chief of staff of the mother of the chief of staff of Kogi State Commissioner, also I'm not so sure, but is the top ranking personnel. The mother was kidnapped some hours ago. And it's gradually coming home. Yes, you may say it's in the north, but bit by bit to get to middle belt, it's already in Benue, and before you know it, to come down to the south. Then we now have a problem in our hands. Then what the late my Malafia said, we're beginning to play out. Do we need to get to that level yet? Don't you think we should actually begin to get proactive? Yes, it's called a peaceful protest for a reason, but I feel also that now the people are crying. I think also there should be some sort of security meeting, vigilantes, whatever needs to be done now, before all the terrible miscreants and elements around Africa will begin to see Nigeria as a safe haven for them to come and occupy. This is a sovereign country called Nigeria, and we should be guided and protect our sovereignty at every cost we can. Whatever it will take us, let's protect our sovereignty. Our borders should be well mounted. Immigrations, anybody that is not a full-blown Nigerian, a Nigerian person should not be claiming Nigerian, for crying out loud. You are in Nigeria, you're a Nigerian, not a Nigerian. So how come you have access to Nigeria, operating like a Nigerian? All these things should be stopped so that we can know those who are foreigners and those who are citizens. That's what we're going to wrap it up. Let's proceed. That conversation was to take.